So happy 45th to Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Wow, 45 years, and there's so much to say, so many feelings I have about this movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's my first introduction to Star Wars. It's one of my earliest childhood memories of sitting in a movie theater watching a movie. So, staying on that point briefly, I don't have vivid memories of the whole movie. However, I do have memories, vivid memories, and feelings that stuck with me from 1980 all the way till now, 2025, 45 years later. And one thing that stuck with me was the Hoth sequence as well as the carbonite. So it must have been, I was super young. I was 4 going on 5. And it must have been the colors or something that really, really stuck with me. So definitely something that I always remember, that I always carry with. So super important film. Like I said, it's my introduction to Star Wars. It's why I'm here as far as making videos because of this movie. This is the movie that brought me in. So I don't know what came first, watching the movie or the action figures. So according to my parent, she stated that she bought the action figures first and the playsets or whatever, and then the movie. But then again, things become blurry with age. So, but um, yeah, a couple of facts, fun facts about me and The Empire Strikes Back. I remember one action figure that I really, really wanted as a kid from Empire Strikes Back was Luke in the Bespin outfit. Never got it as a kid, had a lot more. But so for those of you that weren't around in the early 80s, um, the toys weren't mass produced. So for example, George Lucas and the Phantom Menace, they overproduced these action figures. Back then it wasn't like that. So if you missed out, you missed out. And it was really, really hard to find in some places. So yeah, I did have quite a few, but that's one that I really wanted. And as far as the film itself, directed by Irvin Kershner, 1980, um, just a beautiful, beautiful looking film. I really think it was a smart part on or decision on George Lucas to hire Irvin Kershner. I mean, his other filmography, RoboCop 2, I mean, I don't know, but just saying, this man had a vision for this film. It was the right man for the job, right person for the job. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful looking film. The comedy is right on, spot on. The pace is just amazing. The action is just enough. The drama is just enough. The love is just enough. The love story, Han and Princess Leia, how it develops. I mean, to me, and this is just my humble opinion once again, it's almost a perfect film, I would say. I would say it's close to being a perfect film. And I'm talking about characters, character growth, character journey, character development, um, the love story, the action. It just has a right amount of everything, everything that I love in a film. Truly an epic. So to me, it's like A New Hope, and then Empire Strikes Back is huge. It's huge in comparison. A New Hope, I love A New Hope, but um, Empire Strikes Back has to be one of my favorites of all 6 for sure. Revenge of the Sith is right there. It's always a tie. That's just me, but just the way it looks is just a beautiful, I keep saying the same thing, a beautifully, beautifully made movie. And I think they hit it out of the park. I'm glad George Lucas decided to just keep making more and more. And as far as scope, like I mentioned, New Hope was a smaller scale. Then we have Empire, and it's just huge, huge in comparison, which I'm glad. I'm glad it was made that way. We have the introduction of Lando Calrissian, and that was just an amazing addition to the team. A couple of things that just come to mind that I love. I love the introduction, how after the events of A New Hope, they're in hiding in Hoth as far as the rebels. By an Imperial probe droid, they're found, and there begins our story, our epic. And once they're attacked, everybody goes in separate ways, including Luke, which that's where we first see him train as a Jedi Knight. And at the same time, Han, Leia, C-3PO, and Chewbacca are off, just being chased by the Empire, and so many amazing sequences within the Millennium Falcon and seeing the Falcon in action as well. So many cool moments. Loved that we had the Luke, that Obi-Wan in spirit form, as a Jedi Master approached Luke in spirit form once again and just instructed him to go to Yoda in Dagobah to have his Jedi training. And that Jedi training, just awesome that they included it, that we do see Luke having these powers, and he needs much growth as well and maturity, and we see that. Yoda's introduction as well in this saga. Yeah, at first we're a little iffy, like, who is this? This is kind of a joke. And then we see why he was acting like that and who he really is. And yeah, that training in Dagobah was always amazing to me as well. That part, the music, Yoda's theme, and that whole epic scene of when Yoda lifts up using the Force, the X-Wing fighter, and the music, that music, John Williams score just stays with you. The Imperial March, Darth Vader's theme. I mean, John Williams, nobody can touch John Williams. I mean, honestly, amazing. His music, the movie, I can say, would not have been the same without John Williams' score. These scores, this music will last for a long time. One of those scores and soundtracks that will live on forever for sure. And I love also, and I'll keep this brief, this is just an appreciation video, and I'm super enthusiastic about it because 45 years really, passes really fast. And I feel very fortunate that even though I have little glimpses of memory of being sitting in a theater watching The Empire Strikes Back, I feel fortunate that I had that experience, that this was or is one of my earliest childhood memories of watching a movie in a theater, and it happens to be Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. And yeah, truly appreciate this movie. I love it. It will always be one of my favorites of all time. And yeah, I will keep on loving it, watching it over and over, never get bored of it. It's one of those movies that, yeah, that I can watch over and over. Obviously, all six, I can watch all six over and over and have a great time, but this definitely is one of my favorites from the whole saga. My feelings about the cliffhanger ending, or I wouldn't say it's sort of a cliffhanger. I love it. It's just kind of to be continued type of thing. It was 3 years in between, just like the prequels, between episode between episode 5 and episode 6, Return of the Jedi. But I don't remember, I really don't remember waiting in anticipation. We didn't have the internet. We just knew there was another Star Wars movie coming, and there was nothing there was really nothing to keep us as a kid. I don't remember just anticipating Return of the Jedi. No, not at all. But when it came out, obviously, I went in the theater to watch it. But yeah, since this is mainly a channel devoted to the George Lucas era of Star Wars and mainly focusing on Legends or expanded universe, one book that I recommend, and those that are devoted or super big fans of the expanded universe of Star Wars Legends know where I'm getting at with this. Highly recommend reading Shadows of the Empire by Steve Perry, as well as the comic, because being a fan of this movie pretty much for most of my life, reading Shadows of the Empire definitely enhanced this amazing movie as well. It fills in the gap between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. So if you haven't read Shadows of the Empire, highly recommend it. It's definitely just a fun book, and to me, it was just very satisfying on just filling in that gap between those two movies, and I think they did an amazing job. But yes, Empire Strikes Back, 45 years old. Yeah, still love it the same way. One of my favorites for sure. So